Hi everyone, in this video I am going to show you how to run the Python program. For that you must have initially downloaded the Python software in your system. Then you have to type IDLE in the address bar where you will get the Python app enabled. Now this IDLE is the Python integrated environment where you can type the program and execute it. So what does IDLE means? Integrated Development and Learning Environment. Just double click on this, you will get a Python shell. This is actually Python 3.8.2 shell, where this is an interactive screen. Interactive mode of operation means if you type any command, it will be executed immediately. For example, if I say 4 and then you enter, then 4 is displayed. If I say 6 into and then 7 and then enter, 6 7s are 42. Otherwise if I say sign off and then 30, so whatever the command I give, it will give the value. Now it is an error message where this particular function is not available over here. Okay, so now likewise I can give any type of command and then this will execute for you and show it on the screen. That is the interactive mode of application. Now let us see how to type a program and then run the program as we do in other programming languages. Okay, so now for that what you have to do, you just click on this file and then new file, open this new file. Now you can see the difference between the already existing screen and the new screen. So this is a shell where you can type the interactive command to get the work done immediately one by one, whereas this is an editor screen for Python where you can type the program and run and execute the program. Now let me show you from your practical program. I'll copy paste and then I'll show you how to run any Python program. For that I am taking a simple example from your 12th standard programming concept exercises, which is the first program, the factorial of a given number. So I can just type this also in my editing screen, otherwise I can copy and paste. Now I am just copy paste and show you how to execute the Python program, and then I am typing this content over here. Then you can see the full line is totally typed over here. Then you press the home key. When you press the home key, it will go to the start of the program and then you give the proper indentation. So initially you may not be familiar with the statements and lines, then you can just refer to your PDF, already existing PDF. Okay, so keep it here and then you just first num is equal to int input enter a number. This is the first line, and then just place your cursor and press enter. It will go to the next line, and then what the next line is, if num is equal to 0 colon is the next line. So now click here and then press enter, and then what is the next line? Fact is equal to 1. So click here and press enter. Now you should see here that this if num is an branching statement, where under this if there is a block, that means only this fact is equal to 1 come under this if statement. So there is the indentation, there is a spacing is there. In Python, there you can observe that there is no end of statement like a semicolon or any other symbol to state the end of the line. You can see every line is just left without any punctuation mark. It is okay. And likewise here you can see there is no open and the closed braces. So how we can find out a block is only by the spaces. So here you can see if num is equal to 0 colon is any loop is identified by this colon statement, and then fact is equal to 1. That means this fact 1 is the statement that comes under the if statement, but this this particular statement fact 1 doesn't come under this if statement, so that has to be moved to the previous location. Okay, so now I have moved this to the previous location, that is not under the if statement. And then the next statement is for I in range, so I have to put the cursor and then press enter, and then the next statement is fact is equal to fact into I, and you can also observe here under this for only this fact is equal to fact into I comes. Okay, so I have to just click here and then press enter. Automatically the system will arrange in the space under any if or a for loop statement. So now we can see the next statement is print, then press enter. Now when you press enter, this print statement comes under this state, under this fact statement, but as the logic, this print statement should come in the left space. Okay, so we have to just move this printing to the starting of the line. Okay, what does it mean is, under this for statement only the fact and fact into I, this is the one statement which comes under the for statement. This print doesn't come under the for statement. So the program is over. We have typed the program and then we have to execute the program. So either you can type the program or you can copy paste from the existing program, whatever you are having in any source. Now I have typed the program and copied the program. I have to execute the program. So how to execute the program? First you have to give the run statement and then give the run module. It will ask for the source must be saved, okay to save, then give okay. Then since it's the first time, it is asking for the file name and location to save. So just I am giving a name as, since it's in a factory, I am giving as FAC, and then pi is the extension, it will save automatically. Now you can see here my program is saved using the fac.py, and now it is executing, it is compiling and showing some error, invalid syntax. When you press OK, it will go to the particular place where the syntax is wrong. You can see here the cursor blinks to say that here there is an error. So here actually it is num after a variable num plus 1. So this 1 should come after this plus 1. This is a printing mistake in your program, in your book. You can just change the mistake, correct the mistake. So now it is num plus 1. Now again you run the program and then click on run module. It will ask again for source must be saved, then give OK to save. Now you can see here that actually what does it mean is, now your program is error free and it is ready to execute. So it is asking for enter a number. You can see very well here. Now we have started typing the program in the editing screen, where the screen is, this is the screen for the editing the program, and then now after the compilation is over, after the errors is corrected, now the system automatically takes the program to the interpreter screen, that is the executing screen. So now it is asking for enter a number. Okay, what is enter a number? This is the message on the screen, input enter the number, the program is executing, enter the number. Okay, and then you have to just give the number. So when I give enter the number, I am giving the number as 6 and then press enter. Okay, when you give the value, it will, there is an error in the program, so you have to again close the screen and then you try to again run the program, run module, and then it is coming to the editing executing screen. Now we give the value as 6 and then enter. So the factorial of 6 is 720. So this is the way how to execute the Python program using this editing screen. There is also one more way where you can use the Python program in the Notepad and execute the program. I have shown the same example in the Notepad version also. For that, what you have to do, you have to open a Notepad. Okay, you have to open a Notepad screen. I have to type the program. I have typed some program for here, so the program is being typed. Okay, then after this, after the typing the program, you have to save the file using this file name .py and then close the program. Then you have to open the program where you have stored. Now this is the place I have stored the program, and then you have to right click on this particular, then it will ask with edit with IDLE, and if you click edit with IDLE, it will directly take to the Python screen. So you can see here from the Notepad it has taken to the Python screen, and then as I said before, you can execute the program. As usual, you can say run the program, run the module. It will ask for, if there is no error, then give some value, and for example 67, this is the program for odd or even number, and then press enter, the number is odd. So this is also another way where you can execute the program. Okay, so either you can execute the program in the command prompt or in the Python editor, otherwise you can type the program in the Notepad and then using right click you can get into the IDLE environment of the Python software. So these are all the two ways you can execute a Python program and get the work done. Hope you understood the concept of how to run a Python program. And thanks for watching.